Costumes are an integral part of any skater's program. It should complement the overall picture and embellish the story being told on the ice. That's exactly what Yuzuru Hanyu's stunning costume to his free program Origin achieves. It was a tribute to Evgeny Plushenko's Nijinsky free skating program. Hanyu wanted to be special, therefore his longtime costume designer Satomi Ito chose purple, which is a noble color in Japan, and hand-dyed the material herself. The costume features 80 hand-cut rose petals, creating around 15 roses and 3 embroidered butterflies, enriched with more than 2,000 small Swarovski stones. Thanks to innovative materials and decoration, the costume only weighs 620 grams. This costume tells a remarkable tale of elegance, beauty, innovative design, and craftsmanship. How do you change a costume in the middle of a program without a break? Well, Anna Sherbakova did it in less than a second, changing from a blue to a red dress while skating magically. This should reflect the change of mood in the music and underline the Firebird theme. Sherbakova's aim was to create a wow factor, and based on the reaction of the crowd, the goal was achieved. Costume designer Milena Bobkova chose the material, and more than 3,400 hot fixed stress stones were used to give the costume the brilliance of the Firebird. The Russian makes the change look easy, but it took a lot of practice to achieve the striking and memorable effect. This complex and intricate costume pushes boundaries, making it an integral part of the performance. If the choreography is the story, then the costume is the set. Combined, they can bring to life a narrative, which is what happens when costume designer Mathieu Caron and Madison Chock collaborated to create this piece of art. Madison Chock and Evan Bates's costumes reflect the theme of their Egyptian snake dance free dance. The dress emulates snakeskin in both look and feel. The skirt is fitted when standing still and moves like snakeskin when in motion. They bring us somewhere new, into a mesmerizing trance, into a place where the fabric of the costume reveals the fabric of the story. In over 80 hours of work, more than 14,500 stress stones, and several hundreds of little sequins, all hand-attached, bring the costume and program to life.
So there you have it, your nominees for Best Costume from last season. Yuzuru Hanyu, Anna Sherbakova, and Madison Chock and Evan Bates. All 3 nominees joining us live now. Thank you so much for taking the time. Yuzuru, we're going to start with you. We know how special your Origin free skate is to you, and so of course it was important that your costume feel equally special. So we want to know, how much does a costume impact the way you feel when you take the ice for a performance?
First of all, let me just say how honored I am, and congratulations to all who were nominated. And of course, a big thank you to all the figure skating lovers. I think all skaters mentioned today will agree that we are so privileged to perform for you. Now, to answer your question, of course, weight and ease of movement or comfort requires a lot of tension. We all want to put on our best performance on the ice. For me, costumes are important tools for me to express the story and my program. I also think costumes are one of the things that serve to highlight the uniqueness of Yuzuru Hanyu, the skater. My costumes makes me feel that I want to perform my program, so people who see it will feel that it has to be Yuzuru, it has to be this program and costume.
Yes, Yuzuru, well said. Thank you so much for highlighting exactly why we have this award, because there is so much thought that goes behind these costumes. Anna, we're going to turn to you now. First off, congratulations on being nominated. You had one of the most memorable costumes of the season. The idea of changing your costume midway through, it's not a new idea, but it hasn't always been done as successfully as you did. Why was it so important for you and your coaches that there be this element of surprise midway through the program?
First of all, I'm very to be, and when my coaches came up with the idea of change my costume, I was really so surprised and exciting to do it. I think that costume helps me my character in the program better because in the middle of the program my music was changing and I tried to completely change my emotions in the program, and my costume became more brighter and burning like a real firebird. So I think it helped me to show the character of my program better.
All right, thank you, Anna. We're going to turn next to Madison and Evan. Your costumes were so spot on for the program, just as the program was for you two. And now I know, Madison, you're very involved in your costume designs. How important is it for your costumes to really enhance the program?
Thank you, Charlie. First, I just want to echo what YUZU said, and we're honored to be nominated because both of them have incredible costumes, and so did so many of the other skaters, but so just happy to be here. And as for our costumes, it was really important for us to make sure that our story was clear, because for us it was clear in the choreography, so we wanted to make sure that the costumes emulated our characters very well. And so for me, being the snake, I felt like I wanted the dress to be very fitted and feel like a snake skin on my skin. And I think Matthew and his team did an incredible job bringing that to life. And for Evans as well, he was the traveler and kind of the charmer who entices me the entire program. And so his costume, I wanted it to look kind of like he had been traveling, so rips and tears, but in a fashionable way, of course.
Well, it's hard for Evan not to be fashionable, but I think what's so great, you know, before you even hit your starting position, we already get a sense of what we should be expecting for the program, and that really translates throughout the program as well. So now we want to thank all of you for the dedication that, you along with your designers and coaches put towards creating these beautiful costumes, and we enjoyed them so much. But we're going to turn to the jury now so that they can tell us who they felt had the best costume of the season.
Yes, so we're getting the text message right now from our jury, and the winner of Best Costume is
Madison Chalk and Evan Bates. Anna, YUZU, thank you so much.
Named the Quad King by his fans, American Nathan Chen became the first skater to perform 4, then only 1 year later, 5 quads in a free skating program. At 20 years old, he already bagged an Olympic bronze medal from the Pyeongchang 2018 team event, 2 world titles, won 4 continents title, crowned national champion 4 times in a row, and most recently won the ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating final in 2019. Chen sets a rare example by combining high-level studies and high-level skating, thus drawing attention not only from the skating community. He contributes to the popularization of men's skating in the USA and worldwide with his record-setting athletic abilities. Chen holds the highest score in the free skating and in the overall scores, making him a hard man to beat on the ice. He may not be able to defy gravity, but he certainly forces it to wait. Gabriela Papadakis and Guillaume Cizeron are first in many ways. The French couple are the first ice dancers to break 200 points. They hold the highest rhythm dance, free dance, and total score, and have remained a force to be reckoned with since they burst on the senior scene in 2014. They push the boundaries of ice dance to a whole new level with their innovative ballet style and mesmerizing programs, often inspired by modern dance. They attract new fans to the sport of ice dance and grace the covers of international figure skating magazines and skating books. Especially the French media covers them extensively with feature articles and interviews. They communicate easily and happily with their fans from all over the world. The 2018 Olympic silver medalists have skated together since the age of 9 and often cited as their secret ingredient for success. At only 25, the couple have won 6 consecutive national titles, won the European Championships 5 times, and are 4 times world champions. Yuzuru Hanyu is a trailblazer. His following is one of the largest in ice skating history, making him a leader in both the art and business of skating. Hundreds of fans line up at night hours before the rink opens to get a good seat just at the practice sessions. Every season, Hanyu is on the cover of figure skating magazines worldwide, and his press conferences are packed. He has many different sponsorship deals. He's the first Japanese male skater to win Olympic gold. He's also the first skater to perform a clean quadruple loop in competition and became the first skater to surpass a total score of 300 points. Hanyu has a complete arsenal of gold medals, 2 Olympic and World Champion titles, 1 4 Continents gold medal, 4 Grand Prix final titles, and is a 4-time Japanese national champion. He even won the World Junior and Junior Grand Prix final titles, making him one of the most decorated skaters in the world.
Your most valuable skater nominees: Nathan Chen, Gabriela Papadakis and Guillaume Cizeron, Yuzuru Hanyu. And here they are, your most valuable skaters. Wow, congratulations everyone on your nominations. Nathan, we're gonna start with you. I know last season ended abruptly, but your skating was, as always, phenomenal, and your supporters were with you every step of the way. What's the experience been like for you growing into the role you have of being such a prominent figure in the sport, now with support from both global brands as well as your fans?
At the end of the day, you know, I'm a figure skater and I love to figure skate, so that's ultimately my overarching focus. All the rest of it comes with skating, and I understand that, you know, it takes, you know, more responsibility and other attention to smaller details outside of skating. But at the end of the day, you know, I feel as though skating is the main key to all of that, and so that's where my focus is. And you know, I love it every single day, and look forward to being able to get back into competitions.
Yes, we look forward to that as well. Nathan, thank you. Gabrielle and Guillaume, you've already taken ice dance in directions it never has before. And along the way, you've created a lot of new interest for the sport as well. So how important is it for you guys that you stay connected with your fans? Because you both seem to do such a great job with sharing your experience with them. So how important is it for you to do that?
I mean, we try to always skate with our hearts. I think that's one of the main things that we focus on, is always trying to stay authentic to ourselves and bring things on the ice that come from our heart and our soul. And I think as long as we do that, we will always be passionate about the ice and choreographing and skating together. And I mean, seeing other skaters like YUZU and Nathan skate, even though it's not ice dance, it inspires us so much to push the boundaries as well, to push the boundaries of the sport, but also of the artistry. And we couldn't be more honored to be nominated to the next to those 2 amazing skaters.
Well, Gabrielle and Guillaume, so much of this is really geared towards just bringing new fans in. But I think both Tanith and I, as former ice dancers, we have to say like how exciting it is for us to not just say like, oh yeah, we're still watching ice dancing, but to just be constantly excited about what programs you're going to be putting out there. And for, you know, we want to thank you for just leading the way and continuing to create such an interesting event. But now we're going to turn to Yuzuru. When it comes to your global recognition, your fan base and your support, it's simply amazing. I don't know what I could possibly compare to the dedication of your fans or to the value of what you have brought to the sport. So my question is, how much of your competitive emotion comes from having all of those fans loving and believing in you?
I say the same thing before this, but I would like to say again, I'm delighted to be nominated for this award. And to answer your question, for me personally, all the eyes and voices from the fan are the pressure for me. I always sense their expectation and their pressure from it. Even if it is just a practice, I can sense them. To be honest, sometimes it's tough and I feel like I'm being close into something, but it's this pressure that actually makes me stronger. It would be terrible if no one expects anything from me, because there is this expectation level I really want to achieve and surpass that. Of course, I can't always deliver the 100%, but what I always try to do is respond to their expectation at 120% level. That's why when I fail to do so, that disappointment is huge, and when I success, it's an amazing sense of achievement that no words can describe.
Well, Yuzuru, thank you for that. And I can say with assurance, even when you don't feel like you're at 100%, you have never let your fans down. So congratulations again to all of our nominees. But the time has come to announce the winner of Most Valuable Skater from last season. The jury is sending me their selection as we speak. So we'll take a look. And the winner of Most Valuable Skater from 2019-2020 is YUZU. Yuzuru, congratulations. You are the most valuable skater of 2019-2020. Your phenomenal skating, your popularity have all helped the sport grow, not only in Japan, but really all over the world. So my first question is, how important is it to you that you use your popularity to spotlight figure skating and encourage others to support the sport and get involved in skating?
Let me correct you. Since it's not only me who is serving this sport, figure skating is a sport. Yes, there are shows that we are athletes and competitors. You can't compete with only one skater. There's so many amateur skaters who gather to compete, and this is how figure skating as a sport is made. In almost every moment of my daily life, I'm constantly thinking about figure skating, and I am always hoping to become better and stronger. I'm spend every day trying to become better at something to be able to do what I couldn't do the day before. As an amateur skater, I hope to work hard and deliver an outcome that I would desire, what my family, coaches, and fans would expect from me.
Very well said, and you've accomplished so much. It's awesome that you get to include this award. I hope you can really carry this with pride. I have another question, and I think it's something that a lot of young skaters will be looking to you and to your answer. With everything that you've experienced, what advice would you give to the next generation of skaters who will be aiming to achieve the level of success that you have in the sport?
Each one of the skaters has their own style. What they want to express, what they want to be able to do are so different to each other. That's why I am in no position to give advice. I just want to enjoy the best figure skating from the world's top skaters.
I think that's very fair and very well said. And you know, you might not feel comfortable, expressing it, but we are inspired through watching your skating, and I think that the next generation of skaters will be able to take what they've seen you create on the ice and, in their own way, of course, create something special. Yuzuru, watching watching you is of course, it's so incredible, but to see the impact that you have on your fans, it's really unforgettable. And luckily, we have a video that's going to show us a few of those moments. Let's take a look.
Hello everyone, I am YUZU.
So YUZU, I'm sorry that I can't hand this to you in person, but it is so indicative of everything the sport owes you, and also to your fans. We know so many of your fans in Japan are watching today. We'd like to give you the opportunity. Would you like to say anything to them directly?
Oh, in Japanese? Okay. ここまで見てくださりありがとうございました。皆さんのおかげでこうやってスケートができていること、そして、自分が追い求めるスケートができていることが本当に幸せです。いつも応援ありがとうございます。そしてこれからも一生懸命、自分の理想のスケートを追い求めて頑張っていきます。どうか応援よろしくお願いします。
YUZU, thank you so much. Congratulations once again. We hope to see you soon. So that'll do it for us. We made it. This is the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching the first ever ISU Skating Awards. And thank you to all the skaters, the coaches, the choreographers who made this show and last season so special. It was so nice to be able to take some time and appreciate so many fantastic moments from last season, and to remember how lucky we are that all these skaters and their teams are remaining committed to bringing their incredible skating back to competitive ice as soon as the world is ready.
Absolutely. And I have to commend the voters for their nominee selections and the jurors for the winner selections. And it was really great to have been able to extend the acknowledgments to so many individuals who all contribute in different ways to making last season as memorable as it was.
So from our family to our skating family, please be well, stay healthy, and take care of each other. See you next year.
Congratulations to all nominees and winners.